in Luke 24:12. But Peter got up and ran to the tomb. Stooping and looking in, he saw the linen wrappings only, and he went away to his home, marveling at what happened. This is John's account. Now on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came early to the tomb while it was still dark and saw the stone already taken away from the tomb. So she ran and came to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, who is John, and said to them, "They have taken away the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him." So Peter and the other disciple went forth, and they were going to the tomb. The two were running together, and the other disciple ran ahead faster than Peter and came to the tomb first, and stooping and looking in, he saw the linen wrappings lying there, but he did not go in. Well, knowing Peter, guess who went in first? Peter. And so Simon Peter also came, following him, and entered the tomb, and he saw the linen wrappings lying there, and the face cloth which had been on his head, not lying with the linen wrappings, but rolled up in a place by itself. So the other disciple who had first come to the tomb then also entered. He saw and believed, for as yet they did not understand the scripture that he must rise again from the dead. So the disciples went away again to their own homes. Even at this point, in seeing the things here, Mary Magdalene's report of what she saw, still believing that someone had taken the body, laid somewhere else. Well, what did the Jewish leaders ask the Roman government to do to make sure that that didn't happen? Posted guards at the tomb so that some of his disciples couldn't come, take the body, hide it somewhere, say, "Hey, look, he said that he was going to rise." Well, at this point, the disciples didn't even remember and believe completely that that's what was going to happen. They were still uncertain. They were perplexed. They had a lot of questions, but still at this point, still didn't completely. So when we look at our question page, and the number one question is, who was the first person to witness that Jesus had been raised? Now, so here we are. There's been some disciples that have gone to the tomb. We know that when we look a little bit earlier in the gospel accounts, there were some women who had gone to the tomb for what purpose? To finish preparing the body, because it had not been fully completed. So they were going to go, weren't sure how they were going to try to roll the stone away, because that was a question that came up. But they were prepared. They had the spices and everything. And when they got there, there were angels there. And the stone had already been rolled away, and reminded them of what was going on. Here's Matthew 28, 1-8 account. Now, after the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary came to look at the grave. Behold, a severe earthquake had occurred, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled away the stone and sat upon it. And his appearance was like lightning, and his clothing as white as snow. The guards shook for fear of him and became like dead men. The angel said to the women,